talent.
All right.
How you doing?
All
How
right.
you doing?
We are live streaming, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Beer with Claude and everything. Yes, that's I went skiing today.
Awesome.
Get my microphone a little bit closer here. And yeah, I'm in Winter Park and I went out today and it's so weird. Everybody's online with face masks on, you know. Oh, let's show us your beer. Okay, let's go around the room. Stella Artois.
That's my go-to.
It is a wonderful Belgium beer, Belgium style beer.
Yes, sir.
It's very good. Some of those Belgian beers are very expensive, by the way. If you ever go in a liquor store, I mean, $15, $20 for a bottle of beer.
Yeah.
Very expensive. What do you got? Anything, Jason? What do you got there?
Yes, I'm drinking root beer tonight, Claude.
Root beer's good. I love root beer. Best root beer. I'll tell you the best root beer story ever. When we lived in New Jersey, we used to go to this great place. It was a huge outside kind of drive-in restaurant, you know, a car hop kind of place. And it was Tony's, home of the atomic hot dog. And Tony, you would get a 1 foot long hot dog with chili or whatever you want on it. But the real reason you went there was for the birch beer, which have you ever had fresh made birch beer?
Nope.
It's like root beer.
Good
it's
stuff.
the same thing. And they put it in this giant mug and it was frosted. And man, that was the most delicious soda you've ever had in your life. Absolutely.
I actually do like ginger beer too.
Ginger beer. What's the name of that ginger beer? It comes from Jamaica. It's
there's one in North Carolina that's really called Blenheim. Blenheim.
Okay.
Blenheim. It's another really good one. It has a bite. You know, the ginger has.
Well, ginger should bite. Help me out, guys. Though there's a really good ginger ale that comes from Bermuda or the island or some Bahamas or something like that. It's really good.
I can't think of it right now. I know I can.
Oh gosh, it comes in a green bottle. It's in the supermarkets and everything.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
Somebody Google it. You'll tell me what it is. I still drink Canada Dry all the time. I love ginger ale. It's excellent. Todd, what do you got? What do you got there? What's your adult libation of the night here?
Sorry, I just have Coke.
Coke, nothing wrong with Coke, man. Rum and Coke on a Friday night. Mount Gay Rum. This is going to sound like a meeting of alcohol. It's called Mount Gay Rum, and it's the most delicious rum.
Yeah.
And you pour it in there. Guess so. I'm having the king of beers. What is it?
Budweiser.
Look, let me shut off my thing. Yeah.
Budweiser.
Look at that. Look at this big
And a
40-ounce monster.
In a 40. That's funny. Yeah, that's awesome.
There's a story about behind this. We had the best November in 15 years this November. It just passed. So my wife went out and got me the 40-ouncer.
Congratulations on a.
So I'm gonna pour it.
Love it.
People make fun of Bud, but I like it. If I don't, there we go. That's a real pour.
Yeah, they've been getting it right for a long time. So
they have. They've been around for over 100 years here in this country.
Yeah.
And
or more. Yeah.
It smells. You can smell the corn. They use corn and rice in most lagers, American lagers. It has a nice smell to it. This is a great old beer with chicken wings or pizza or whatever. It's just a good old beer. I'm just waiting until it settles down a little before I have a sip to you guys. We had a good week. Did you guys have a good week?
Yeah, I'm finally rested. I told you I had a big drive last time I talked to you. I had driven that 800 miles up from Florida, so I'm recovering from that. I'm finally back on point.
Well, talk to Jason there. He's a professional driver also.
Is that right?
Yeah,
What do you-
I've been out of the game for a few months, but yeah, I used to have my own trucking company and everything.
Okay. Yep. So I lived. It's been it was back in the late 90s or early 2000s. I lived. So I'm from the East Coast originally, but anyway, long story short, I promise. But I lived out in San Francisco Bay Area, and I drove cross country just to see family, probably in a 4-year period. I don't know, 8 or 9 times. So it's a hike.
Yeah, that's crazy. Actually, I've done that too, and I don't like it very much. I'll never do it again.
It's if I remember correctly, I added the time up, and I believe it took me about 40. I don't know, 40. Does 45, 46 hours sound right collectively? I didn't drive it straight, obviously, but
Yeah,
Wow.
that sounds about right.
yeah.
Wow. How's everybody else's week? Todd, did you make some money? Did you make some phone calls?
No, it hasn't been too productive. I'm trying to figure out which way I want to go because I'm in Chicago, and I'd really like to get out of Chicago and
Really?
go toward Ohio. But
Why? What? That's a big change. Why?
partially because I'm from Ohio and the family's there.
Okay.
That's the main reason, to be closer to family. The other thing is, it seems like there's more challenges here in Chicago doing business. And I don't know, I don't have a good feeling about it. I do have rental property here now.
Wow.
But it's
Probably gone up in value very well.
It has. But I haven't quite figured out what I want to do with real estate here in Illinois. In Ohio, I kind of have an idea of I would buy and hold property in Ohio or do some other things. But I'm a little confused at the moment. Let's put it like that.
Okay. Well, you're in the big city. And listen, you leave Chicago, you're going to have to leave duos and unos on Michigan Avenue.
You're right.
Some of the greatest pizza. You guys like? I'm hungry tonight. Sorry. Chicago deep dish pizza. If you've never had it, you got to go to. Which one do you like, Unos or Duos? They're two competing restaurants. They make these beautiful deep dish pizzas.
Lou Malnati's.
Oh,
Okay.
you got your own favorite.
Oh man,
I've heard.
It's good.
I've heard of them. I think I saw them on a food show.
Yeah. It's
looked incredible.
Ever get a chance? Gotta get some. Gotta get some. It's awesome.
Make your heart stop in a good way. In a good way.
I'm from New York. I'm from New York City. Okay. I was raised on pizza. Okay. I mean, I'm so old. How old are you? I am so old. I remember 15-cent slices.
Whoa.
Okay. I mean, mom would give me 50 cents. I could get 2 slices and a Coke, and life was good, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, wait, the Coke was 10 cents. So that's 40 cents. And I had 10 cents left over for 2 candy bars. They were a nickel each then.
Whoa.
Wow.
When I was in school. Yeah.
The closest I could get, anyway, I don't want to, pinpoint either one of our ages, but I do remember this. So mom and dad, it seemed like everybody smoked cigarettes in the 70s, but I don't know. It seemed that way. But mom used to send me to the store when I was 8 or 9, and that's back when you could send your kids to the store and buy cigarettes.
I used to always pick up cigarettes from my. I used to go get beer from my dad at the local bar.
Yeah, and I tell people that something, and they're like, "No way." I'm like, "Yeah." She'd give me, and I'm not kidding you. So I'm trying to remember this correctly. She would give me $1.25, and they smoked Winston 100s. I could get her Winston 100s, and she would let me get a Coke and a Hershey bar, and it was $1.25.
Wow.
For all 3, and it was John's Bar, down the street in Baltimore where I grew up, down the little dead end street, and I'd walk down and yep, wow, it's unbelievable.
I was a little kid. I could go in the bar and pick up some beer from my dad. And they knew me. It was just a different world then.
Yeah, and they knew where the beer was going. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, did I take a couple sips on the way? Damn straight. Absolutely. Absolutely. How you doing, Jose? I didn't mean to ignore you there.
No, that's fine.
Hey, Jose.
Claude. Hey, I just wanted to come by and show you this, Claude.
Ultra. I love Ultra.
I know you do.
Hold on.
I said, I'll do anything to learn your technique better. And I'm thinking that maybe it's in the beer. What do you think?
It could be the beer. It could be the beer. Hold on, you guys talk for 1 minute. I'm gonna go get my Ultra now.
How you doing, Jose?
Good.
How's it going, man?
Hey,
Good.
Jason. How are you?
Maybe.
So you had a good week?
Yeah, pretty good. Just
Yeah.
I've got family in, and I drove back I drove 800 miles back from Florida last Sunday. So it took me a day or two to recover from that. But
I was celebrating my son's birthday. He's 17 years old today,
Awesome.
And, so big time, of course, you got to make time for the family.
Yeah.
And, but I also, this week, I guess we went through a session and I was telling folks that I really need to get out there and get on the phone, not have the cactus phone syndrome, right? So actually what I did was I picked up the phone. I picked up the phone today and I said, I'm going to call this person. I called him up the first go around. Okay. She had a beautiful house for $210,000. Okay.
Yeah.
And we chit chatted a little bit and I said, hey, listen, I found out that she was really marketing for her sister because her sister was out of town. But this property is right here in my own backyard. And so I set up an appointment to go see it tomorrow. And
Awesome.
She asked me if I could submit any paperwork. I know I wasn't following the script that we're supposed to follow, but I started to go to a script and I just threw it off to the side and I went straight and I had a very good conversation with her. Nice little house. Actually, it's two houses on one piece of property. And, one is 1 bedroom and the other one is a 2-bedroom with 1 bath. And so I got so excited after feeling like I grounded that, and I have an appointment to go see it this weekend. I said, hey, I didn't follow it. I didn't close it all on the first phone call, but I feel like I broke the ice and it's a success. I call it a success for me.
Long as you feel good. Round of applause. Nice go.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Nice
and when you brought that up the other day, I can't tell you how many people, including myself, especially myself, that could relate to that. Yeah, and Claude talks about this all the time, the phone being a cactus, figuratively. I'm telling you, when you brought that up, a lot of people could relate to that, including me.
If we can just talk to people, stay relaxed, just like in this room here.
Right.
We're just relaxed. We're all friends here. If you could call up people and change the environment, where it's just you're confident, you sound a little bit different. You go, hey, Mr. Richter, why am I calling you? I've got your number here on my book here. What's this about? What are you selling? I'll turn it around and accuse you of being the salesperson. I can have so much fun on these phone calls. And when you take out the stickers from the cactus, what do you call those little prickly things?
Yeah.
Thorns or whatever.
Thorns.
Yeah.
You take them out and you have good conversations with people, even if you don't make a sale.
Right.
But like Jose just said, you get comfortable in your own skin.
Yeah. So I almost can't wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to pick 2 out of that list and say, I'm going to go for it. What could they say? They could say maybe no.
What's the worst that could happen? Right? And then you can celebrate. And this is the Ultra I like. I like these aluminum cans. Do you know why?
Yeah.
They stay cold.
Cold, man.
This is aluminum too, but but you're right. It does stay cold. Yeah.
They're a little thicker. Yeah.
And you know what's good about this beer? It's like 95 calories for 12 ounces. And it's like 2.8 carbs or something. It's very low in
Yeah,
carbohydrates.
it says 2.6 carbs. Yeah.
You know, I want to keep my girlish figure, you know?
And that's the only problem with this. As good as this is, it's 140. So yeah,
Wow.
as good as it, yeah, it's just so I try to take it easy on these, you know.
Yeah.
And
But
here is my new favorite beer, Shiner Bock. It comes from Shiner, Texas.
Wow.
This is, I tell you what, this is a light that it's hard to say the word Bock and light in the same sentence because Bock beer is traditionally very heavy. It's the bottom of the barrel, but this is a delicious beer.
Yeah.
Are we all going to start getting?
Have you had it, Todd?
Are we all going to start getting residuals for our endorsements?
From your mouth to God's ears, you know.
Coca-Cola. Todd's got Coca-Cola.
I'm figuring I praise enough beer companies. Sooner or later, man, there'll be a case of Coors at the door or something, you know.
or a truckload.
I don't know about you guys, but beer in Colorado, beer is like a religion here. I mean, we've got all these little breweries, and before pandemic, you'd go in these little breweries. They got great food now in these little places. I mean, really crazy. Ballast Point, which is in San Diego. The food there is like you can get nachos with crispy duck skin on it. You can get chicken wings, Chipotle chicken wings. Good stuff.
Wow, that sounds good.
And it's a family place. I mean, people bringing in baby carriages and everything, and they're comfort dogs. And hey, did you read that? Did you hear that on the news, by the way? Getting rid of, this is a real, I don't usually get political, but I'd love to hear your take on it. Getting rid of the dogs on the airplane. What do you guys think about? I mean, only real seeing eye dogs or especially trained dogs. They're getting rid of the comfort chihuahuas. What do you think about that, guys?
Excellent. Excellent.
Have you ever been on a plane where the dog is howling on the friggin' plane? I mean, I thought it was bad with screaming kids. Then it got worse with dogs barking on the plane.
It's never been. I've never had. The kids, yeah, but So that's the reason I was kind of hesitant to respond. But no, I didn't. Yeah, I've never experienced that. But if I did, I guess I would have a different opinion on it.
That was like after the pen. Whoa! Look at that phone. This is an excellent beer. This is a nice, it's a light beer, but it's very refreshing. It's very good. And I love the twist cop. Here, this is why I really like it, Jose.
Yeah.
Say I only want to finish half the bottle.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Happens.
That's a good idea. Yeah. I never thought about that one. I usually buy these smaller cans and they just go down in a few gulps.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I've only got two prayers basically. One of them was the pandemic ends, and the other one was get the dogs off the damn airplane. I know I'm going to piss off and I love dogs. For all you people out there, I know you're yelling at me on the screen right now. But I don't want to deal with that. There's enough stress flying anyway.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We had a very we talk a lot about sales and everything. I do a lot of marketing. My marketing is a little bit different. I want to speak to warm calls. Who doesn't? And the way I do it is I try to attract a lot of people. And I always talk about doing YouTube videos. We're doing live streaming right now. One of the things I do a lot is public speaking. And I'm scheduling right now for 2021. But next week I'm speaking at the Los Angeles Real Estate Investors Association, and I'm doing that on Zoom. And they have a couple hundred people hear you, and you talk. And guess what happens when you leave your phone number and you give people gifts, free books, and things? Guess what happens the next couple days after a public speaking event
Goes up.
in a real estate club? What do you think happens?
Your sales, your phone calls.
People call me up with deals. I get buyers, sellers, investors. I get realtors every time I speak. And I'm doing that next Wednesday, by the way, in the evening, 5:30 Pacific time. Then I got the biggest real estate club in the United States, the San Diego Creative Investors Association. I'm doing that in February. Okay, that's a huge club. They have a couple thousand members. And this is like the 10th time I've been asked to speak, but I've never had to do it on Zoom before. And I kind of like it, not getting in front of an audience sometimes, and it's a little different. Zoom is so comfortable. I don't know if I could probably have a beer while I'm talking to people.
Yeah.
On it. And then on February 15th, I'm going to do a guts workshop in San Diego. Now, I always did that. We rented a place. We always sold out, small room. We get a bunch of people in, and everybody, what I did last year, I told everybody, we just did a workshop from early in the morning till the afternoon. I hate long workshops. I hate those 2, 3, 4 day things. I hate all the sales guys selling shit and everything. All I wanted to do was do a morning workshop with role playing and teach guts, and people love that. And what I do is then in the evening, I rented out a beer garden at Ballast Point in San Diego. You ever at Ballast Point makes a great beers.
I've had that beer.
And we had the best part. I rented a cabana. Inside the brewery is a cabana. It's like a little separate room. They got a little fireplace going, and it's all outdoors, but it feels kind of like on the beach, semi-enclosed. And we had a table full of chicken wings and nachos and an open bar tab and everything. And we had a ball. Why do I do this stuff, though? That was the point of what telling
you. You just painted a picture that I want to be there.
Oh yeah, it's so much fun.
Yeah,
a lot of fun. But why do I do it? Because I'm Dale Carnegie or altruistic or Albert Schweitzer. Why do I really do it? You guys know me pretty well.
To be different, to stand out.
Different, but what do you think's my motivation?
Expand your business. Expand your business.
Mm-hmm.
Get all those people, they call me because they know me now. We when you break bread with people, it's kind of like you're bonding with them. And I think we've gotten away from, with the pandemic, we definitely got away from it. But if we, once this, I'm being very, are you guys as optimistic as I am about 21?
Yeah.
Jason, what do you think? You're
Yes. And it rubs off on you. Yeah, I am, because just been.
We have 2 Jasons, so you both go.
Sorry, Jason. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jason.
I'm using my daughter's computer there. That's why it says Liberty.
sorry, buddy.
But anyways, I was going to ask you, what is it if we could put Claude in a time machine and send him back to, because you've probably been around a couple years anyways, and you've seen a few ups and downs over your career.
Yeah, I'm only 36. That's a lot.
Yeah. So, but what has kept you positive over the years, and what's keeping you positive through this pandemic?
You know what? I have a video that I did today. I know Todd was there. Remember that question that was asked by Victor Todd about Claude? What motivates you? I actually have that recording. Were you there on the Wednesday group call, Todd?
Wednesday, yeah.
You remember that? I'll play that for you guys for a second. You know what motivates? We've had, I don't want to sound like a jerk here, but 2020, business-wise, numbers, income, was one of the best years we've had in like 15 years. We had some months in this year that were historically the best month we've ever had. And I've been in business 32 years. Okay. And I didn't even understand it. I said, well, gee, people are out of work. Everybody's a little depressed and everything. How come we're doing so much business here? Real estate, product sales, consulting, all the different cash flow streams I have, new notes. We hit some records this year. If that doesn't motivate you, what would?
Maybe it's because you're spending more time on the phone now, because it's forcing everybody to be on the phone. We didn't use Zoom back in 19 like we did in 20, and everything's being forced to move to Zoom, and so you have to do phone calls.
You have to do phone calls, but what's the one thing everybody dreads besides public speaking that I spoke about before?
Pick up the phone.
picking up that phone,
Yeah.
calling up a stranger, getting dissed, getting disrespected, getting rejected. Who likes to be rejected? Okay. It's like giving yourself paper cuts all day long. Are you kidding me? I mean,
Right.
it's horrible. And I think that's the one reason people go out there and they spend a lot of money on gurus and seminars and products and everything and all that motivation. And you hear the get rich stories. But when it comes down to it, how do you really, we've lost the skill, the one skill. This is why I talk so much about sales. We've lost that one skill that can make us money today. Getting on that phone with another human being, say, hey, I'm listening. I understand your problem. I have a couple ideas or solutions for you, Todd. Would you like to hear them? I think I can fix this problem for you, or should I leave you alone?
No. Let me hear it.
Boom. And I'm in the door. I got to get in the door. I got to open them up. But if I read a script, hi, I saw your ad in the paper, just reaching out to you today. How are you? Still eating turkey sandwiches? You're going to get shut down. So on 99 and 9/10% of the time. And I'm too sensitive. I can't stand all that rejection. And I think a lot of people feel that way. What do you guys think?
I'm just shaking my head. Absolutely.
I can't stand that rejection. So we got to find a way around it. The way around it is have a sales system, practice like hell, and be empathetic. What's going through their mind? Did they wake up this morning and say, gee, I hope Jason or Jose call me up and tell me 20 different ways to do a real estate deal? No. But they do want somebody they can trust or like. If you go back into Cialdini, I always talk about Robert Cialdini. You guys have all read him, right?
Yeah.
The Psychology of Sales, brilliant book. I think he wrote it 20 years ago. He's the head of psychology in Arizona State University or something.
Does his wife write books also?
I don't know.
I think her name is Jane Cialdini, and I picked one up, and it was on persuasion.
Oh,
and
okay.
I said, well, probably it's the wife to Robert, because I picked up the name Cialdini from you. I started to look into it. I saw the names of the books that are out there, but she had one that was pretty good. She had an audio that I purchased, and it was on persuasion.
You know what? She might have. I saw that too, because when I started, checking out Robert Cialdini, but maybe Jane is the ultimate persuader. She persuaded her husband to start writing all his wonderful knowledge down.
Yeah,
maybe. Behind every successful man is usually a smarter, more exhausted woman.
Right.
Amen. Amen.
But he talks about likability and trust. You didn't have to be a genius to figure that out. And he talks about scarcity and reciprocity and social proof and authority in sales. And I incorporate all those with transactional analysis, a little bit of Freud, a little bit of Jung, a little bit of Pavlov's conditioning, a little bit of Milton Erickson's conversational hypnosis. I love conversational hypnosis. It's not doing a watch and turning people into chickens. It's about putting through the way you ask your questions, the way you tell stories, you put something in their mind. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Like, what are you having, Todd, what are you having for dinner tonight? Well, you're in Chicago. You probably had dinner already. What are you having for dinner tonight?
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs, man. Chicago hot dogs. They are the best hot. Did you ever get them with all the onions and everything and the tomatoes and
celery salt?
Oh man. And that good mustard.
Sir.
That good. What is that mustard they use there? Oh, that bite. It has that bite in it.
Oh.
They use that good yellow mustard, and you bite into that, and that hot dog has a little bit of snap, and from the casing, and you get the taste of the fat and everything, and you bite into that. Oh, okay. What's everybody got in their mind right now?
I'm getting in the
Hot
car
dog.
and driving to
Getting a friggin'
Chicago.
hot dog.
I'm heading to Chicago. Thank you.
Yeah,
All I know is that I've gained like 3 pounds since I started to listen to you, Claude.
I'm sorry. What do you think I run 10 miles a day for? My
Man,
God.
I tell you, every Friday night, he's always talking about a beer or he's talking about food, and I
I believe in joie de vie. I believe in enjoying life.
Mm.
I think every day's a gift. Enjoy it. And
Amen.
my mission is to make people be so successful in real estate or in whatever they do by sales, by learning superior sales skills so that they never have to think about money. When I talk about money or, the word I use is freedom. And I have a video on that. Just freedom to go to bed and wake up in the morning and not have to worry about paying. Where's the money going to come from, honey? I've been there. Okay. And I think getting out of stress about money. How much do you need to be happy?
yeah.
How much do you need to be happy? You give me a good beer. I already got a good woman. I got great kids. Give me a bowl of mac and cheese and I'm a happy camper.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
still talking about food.
Yeah.
Hey, Claude,
Yeah, I'm telling you.
talking about mac and cheese, my wife came up with a recipe now, actually it was my daughter. It has 5 cheeses in it, different kinds of cheese. And, I've always been the type of person that I've tasted mac and cheese, and it was always with Velveeta cheese,
Oh, I love
And
Velveeta.
one kind of cheese. And to me, it's never really been a good meal. But
Oh.
she made this stuff with 5 different cheeses. And
What were the 5 cheeses? We have to know. Tell us.
Yeah.
I'm not a real food guy. All I know is that she told me it had 5 different kinds of cheese, and it was fabulous. I in fact, ate it about 2 weeks ago with my daughter, and my son's birthday was celebrated today, and
Happy
so
birthday.
he asked for a big plate of that kind of mac and cheese. And I said, wow, I've never tried 5 cheeses before on a mac and cheese. And it was pretty, really, really good.
Well, if you had to pick 5 cheeses, what would they be? Brie, Gouda, Velveeta,
White cheddar, yellow cheddar, sharp cheddar,
Vermont cheddar.
Vermont cheddar,
Is there anything
jalapeno,
better than Vermont cheddar?
Monterey Jack,
Oh, Monterey Jack's great. Oh, Pepper Jack.
So
pepper jack.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
So
Thank
there's
you.
the secret to mac and cheese. Do it with more cheese than just plain one.
And,
Well, do you really
and
want
don't
to know?
be. Yeah, sorry, Claude.
No, you go ahead.
I was just going to say, and don't be afraid to add some real butter into that mix.
Wow.
Oh.
Don't be shy if you're going to do it.
Wait. Let's make it even worse. Bacon.
Okay.
Oh,
Bacon.
yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
You're on an island. You got only one food you could pick for the next 90 days before they come rescue you. What's that food going to be?
Okay.
Well, it's going to be bacon. Hey, listen, and you know what? If you watch the food shit, oh my god, they say it's a scientific. I mean, I'm not making this up or being funny, but they say that most, and I don't know if it's all men on here, but I'm being respectful if it's not. But it's like most men would choose bacon over
Tofu.
Yeah, isn't that wow? Yeah,
That's first.
I believe in everything in moderation. I always talk about decadent foods and pizza and hot dogs and bacon and everything, but my wife and I eat a very healthy diet. We always have a big salad at night.
Yeah.
So if you have a big salad before you have your regular meal, you're not going to eat that whole plate of ribs. Maybe half that.
That's
plate.
true.
Mhm.
That's true.
Absolutely. I've got a video I want to play for you guys. I always love sales videos. You guys remember a show called The Office?
Oh yeah, my
Yeah.
son watches it endlessly.
There's some great sales stuff in The Office here. So I just pulled out a couple things here, and let's see. No, we don't want that.
And I love that Seinfeld the other day.
Opposite George.
Yeah.
Wasn't that great? Here we
I
go.
live with, I don't have a, I'm unemployed and I live with my parents.
Yeah. Don't you love that? Okay, he's this little guy. He can't compete with the big guys in terms of price. So where did he go? Where did he go?
Service.
Service, yeah.
Customer service right away.
Yeah, service and availability.
And the thing about it is, when I watched this video the first time, I said, who would make a call in front of a prospect? You're making a presentation. He's borrowing the phone. It's real annoying. You're hearing the music. Why is he doing this? And was that the most perfect?
Yeah.
Do you think, I know it's TV and everything, but do you think that prospect went from the intellectual side? Well, they're cheaper, money is important and everything. Did he get emotional when they told him about customer service and demonstrated it?
Yes,
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. How important is emotion in when you're talking to people, painting a picture in their mind? Sir, you're going to get an order from these people and they're cheaper than us, but you're going to be on hold forever. How many of us are sick and tired of being on hold? Yeah, I'll tell you honestly, I'm totally loyal to customers that have exemplary customer service. I love Apple Computer because I pay extra for their customer service. I forget what it's called.
Apple Care.
Apple Care. Thank you. I should know that. My daughter works for Apple. Within 5 minutes, I can get a technician, and they've got technology where they can go right in my laptop and see what I'm seeing. I like Verizon. I dial 611. Okay, Verizon's more expensive than the other companies, but they have better quality cell service. And if I have a problem, and we always do, it's those few occasions when we have a problem, and I can get a person, I want a real person on the phone. I don't want to go to the Philippines and on hold and someone, doesn't understand what I'm doing. I love Amazon Prime. Think about it. Amazon Prime, we pay them, I don't know what it is, $100, $125 a year. Okay,
Worth every penny. Worth every penny.
Worth every penny. Why? Yeah. Customer service, the free shipping.
It's amazing. It's amazing. That's just, yeah. So, absolutely.
I don't know, is it my age or is that you guys are younger guys in the room? Okay. Jason, what do you think? Is customer service important to a young stud muffin like you?
You must be talking about the other Jason. Yeah, customer service is important, Claude.
Okay. I mean, if somebody is substantially cheaper, but the other company has great customer service, maybe it's technology related or something, you just know, is that going to make it?
I value my time over cost usually. So
there you go.
I agree.
And I love what I just love what that video demonstrated on there. Because to me, you know what, sir, you're right. They're a lot cheaper. But do you know why they're cheaper? And why do you think our customers pay us more money? Boom. Sometimes we always think a lot of times that it's always about the price. Okay. I don't want to be the cheapest sales trainer in town. I want to be the best. Does anyone want the cheapest heart surgeon?
So,
the cheapest attorney. Oh shit, I'm in trouble. Well, I don't know if I can. I'm a lot cheaper than the other guys, but I don't know if I can keep you out of jail.
no.
Right. We want the best.
We want it's certain situations in our life. Don't we always want the best? Does anyone want the cheapest babysitter for their kids?
No, of course not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
There are some things where money is not. We always think money is the issue, but it's really not. Mm. It's touching that emotional chord in people. It makes such a big difference on it. Who mentioned before opposite George, my Seinfeld?
I did. Yeah. And when you showed that, yeah, I was big sign. Yeah, that was awesome.
The thing about that is, I think I relate that to sales. Everybody is doing exactly the same damn thing in sales. They're getting it. They're knocking on 100 doors. And if 100 people say no, they knock on another 100, like some kind of mindless drone ant. Okay. And then when they get in front of somebody, they go right to the intellectual presentation. But we know that people buy emotionally. They don't buy intellectually until the end. You got to get them emotionally involved first. Then you go into the features and benefits and everything else like that. And if you guys know my system, I go in the opposite direction, first of all.
Mhm.
Yeah. Todd, you don't want to sell that home in Chicago. That investment property, it's making you good money, man. Even if you want to keep that property, don't you?
No, Claude, make me an offer, Claude.
You don't want to. How many years you own it? If you don't, can I call you Todd? I'm Claude.
Yeah. I've owned
How
it
many
for
years
5 years.
How many years you own that property, sir?
5 years.
5 year. Make money on it?
Yeah, I've done pretty good.
Keep it, and it's gone up in value. It's Chicago, man. I bet it went up 30-40% by now.
I don't know. It's on the south side of Chicago, so not quite that much.
I've been in real estate a long time. You need to keep that property. Don't worry. Just get a management. Keep that property. You don't really want to sell it.
Yeah, I do.
Why? I don't understand. Help me out.
I'm looking to invest in another area, and I can take those funds and invest in the other area after I sell it.
But you got a winner right now, don't you?
It's winning, but I think there's better opportunity elsewhere.
Okay. See, I'm getting free information now. He wants to buy another property. So if I'm a realtor, maybe I can help him sell it and help him buy the next property. That if I was a realtor or a broker, that's what I'd be thinking of. If I'm an investor, I'm going to give him a score 1 through 10. Todd was probably a 5, okay, or a 6. So I got to get him more motivated because I don't know if he's going to do price or terms with me. Right. So I got to get him more emotionally involved, more motivated. Todd, you wouldn't want to sell this home today, would you?
Sure, absolutely.
I'm an investor. I look for price or terms. Would you like all cash and close before New Year's, or would you like to get closer to your full price? But I need some terms.
Closer to my full price.
Okay. The terms to me means basically you don't know. It's not free and clear, is it?
No, I have a mortgage on it.
Oh, okay. One of the things I could structure a rent to own right now. I got John and Mary with $25,000. If we can structure this as a 3-year rent to own, they're real nice people. They're working. They've been totally vetted. They're in the military. You wouldn't want to do a deal like that today, would you? Get 25,000 and get a good tenants in it.
Well, I was in the military, so yeah, I'd be interested.
You wouldn't even have to pay. I'm not a realtor. You wouldn't even have to pay me 6% real estate commission.
That sounds even better.
I could even throw in the closing cost if you want. You didn't ask, but I'll throw it in too.
Okay, now you're making it sound really good to me.
It sounds too good to be true. You ready for the bad news?
Okay.
I get half that 25,000 for putting this deal together. Can you live with that?
I can live with that.
You're a good man. Boom.
I can live with that.
See, it's not that hard. It's not that hard.
But that goes to it sounds like a good deal. I know what I want. And you kept asking enough questions to get me there.
Right.
Mhm.
And I've got to find out what's your EQ, your emotional quotient. Okay. And I go I cut to the chase. I skip all the kumbaya, let's sing songs and everything. I skip all the weather stories. I go right to it. Price or terms. I can give you your price, but I need terms, or I can give you cash, but I need a discount on that because if I'm going to give you cash, time value of money.
Yep.
Hey, Claude, I was the way you said that though, you immediately jumped to offer him 50%, in splitting that.
Yeah.
And I would have to say that I'm not as astute or savvy to do that up front because I'm still in my
What's the worst that could happen?
in my greed mode. I want all of it. I don't want to split it with somebody. I want to make the whole thing.
But
I'm sorry, but if you have an agent, you're giving up something, and Claude is bringing something to the table that I don't have.
Correct. If he's got a buyer, yes, yes. He's got a tenant buyer, yes.
Yeah.
The
That's the way I was
thing
thinking
about it
about
is, what was Todd's score, his EQ? It was a 5, wasn't it?
Yes, now you brought it up.
And I tried a lot of redirection. Oh, you don't really want to sell it. Yeah, he does want to sell it, but he wants to buy another property. So he's not desperate. He's not destitute. He's a sharp businessman. I'm not gonna pressure him or manipulate him easily. So I've got to give him a deal that he can live with, and I've got to move fast.
Right.
Okay. How many of us have wasted 45 minutes on the phone answering all those questions besides me and Todd and Jason? You know, we're just giving all this free information, and then they say those wonderful words we hate to hear.
You got to think about it.
Yeah, I'm going to think about it.
I need to talk to my wife.
Yeah,
I got to go to church and light a candle.
Yeah,
I need to consult my pet rock.
I gotta go present it to my sister. I felt that today. And I said, oh, I messed up because I put that out first, you know.
See, I'm gonna go for it, because what's the worst that could happen? No, I don't want to do that. I'm not comfortable with it. I'm just gonna wait here till I get the right offer and everything. Okay, that's not my Huckleberry. That's not my guy.
Right.
So I might as well go for it. What have you got to lose by asking, making an offer? I make offers. I speak to at least 5 people a day and a lot more. I make 5 offers every day to all those people.
Wow.
I follow up, and that's my routine. That's the way I roll. If they say no, God bless them. It's over.
Right.
Doesn't mean I can't follow up in a week or a month or something like that. Yeah. Hi, Todd, Claude Diamond. Happy New Year. How are you?
Outstanding, Claude. How are you?
You must have sold that lovely property on Michigan Avenue by now, right? Michigan Avenue. I hope it's Michigan Avenue.
Actually, no. There's a slight problem with properties on Michigan Avenue right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, title surge.
Well, no, it's just the city itself is going through some hard times and with rioting and the business.
It'll come back.
It will. It will.
It's all going to come back.
Right.
I'm an optimist.
I feel that way. I feel that way too. I really do. I really do. Todd, Claude, I really do. Yeah, I think it's.
What I'm afraid
we get on the other side of this, and I feel like it is going to bounce back.
Which means it's a buying opportunity, actually, because it's a buying opportunity for some who's willing to take that chance.
I always love to ask this question. This pandemic, let's say, thank my mouth to God's ears. Let's say this pandemic is over. The vaccine works by April, May, June. And we get back to, we can start living life again. What's the first thing you guys are going to do if the pandemic's over? Jason on the top there. Jason Powell.
I'm going to go to California.
To live or visit?
Just visit. Go to Hawaii, maybe. Who knows?
Good for you. Todd, what's the first thing you're going to do?
I'd like to go down to Tampa. I like Tampa.
Not in July. Not in July, though.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, I'll take a trip to Ohio to go visit the family, where we can actually sit down and sit by the pond behind my brother's house and just relax and cook outside.
Jason Richter, what are you going to do?
Music festival.
Really? That's
I live for music. I play guitar, and I have some really good friends that that are in a band, and music festival.
I see you in a Hawaiian shirt at a Jimmy Buffett concert.
That too. Living on sponge cake, watching the sun bake.
I played for my wife last week. She has never heard Cheeseburger in Paradise. Can you imagine? One of the greatest songs ever.
Trying to amend my carnivorous habits. Yeah, I love it. Trying to lose weight without speed eating sunflower seeds. Yeah, love them. Love Jimmy Buffett.
Jose?
Well, I'd probably go to, I like the shore, so I go either to the Maryland shores or the Rehoboth Beach area, Ocean City. I also like it all the way down to Virginia. I like all the way down to Myrtle Beach.
Do you
And
eat
so
those little, do you
I
eat
like
those
to hit
little,
the
do
beaches.
you get those steamed blue crabs?
Oh yeah, Maryland, the
Jose,
Maryland shore.
Jose, where are you? I grew up in Baltimore.
Well, I'm in West Virginia, right on the Panhandle. I
Right.
work in the Washington D.C. metro area,
Down
and
near Harper's Ferry.
yeah, right. In fact, I live real close to Harper's Ferry. Yeah,
Beautiful
yeah,
area.
yeah.
You're close to
Yeah.
Everything.
Right on
Basically.
right on the Shenandoah River. I've got a rock with my name on it.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's a beautiful area. My oldest brother lives in Westminster, Maryland.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
One of the 10 best meals I ever had was in Maryland.
Oh,
You know, all these little crab shops all over the place.
Yeah.
And I've
Everywhere.
never been, I'm just a dumb kid from New Jersey. And I go in and you sit on a table and they put newspaper down
Yeah.
and you
And
get
they dump those crabs on.
right on there and they give you a little damn hammer or something. And you get a pitcher of beer, Rolling Rock or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, and there's so much pepper on it. Your fingers start hurting, then your lips start burning. And it's like,
Yeah.
and God forbid you touch your eyes with all this pepper on you, you know?
And in Baltimore, it's a National Bohemian, Natty Bo.
Yeah.
That's the local beer, the big local. I mean, whatever beer you like.
What kind of beer is that?
It's a lager, and it's
a dark beer, isn't it?
It's a light. No, it's actually a lighter beer, and it's I'm trying to think. It's one of the oldest breweries, and it's a Baltimore brewery as well. But I'm pretty sure it's definitely a lighter beer, and I'm going to call it a Pilsner, maybe.
Okay.
Type of beer. It's
lighter
lighter in color.
I love the way we talk about real estate, we talk about food, and then we segue back to beer.
Beer.
And the reason I wanted to do these Friday calls is just to have a really relaxed, fun, have a drink, a long week.
Love it.
It was a good week. I got another video. You guys up for another video?
Yep.
Sure.
Another video I want to show you here. Also from The Office. Let's see if I can find it here. There we go. Oh, okay.
For $1 million.
Isn't that great? Yeah, I'll fire you.
Yeah, I'll fire you for $1 million.
Absolutely.
I love these little movie segments that deal with sales.
Yeah.
Or persuasion or influencing other people. I love the Hollywood version of what sales is. There's some great stuff in The Office, which is, I think the whole series is now on Netflix.
Yeah.
On there.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I mean, Glenn Glary, Glenn Ross, The Boiler Room. Oh my gosh. Jerry Maguire. Jerry Maguire has more good sales quotes or quotes. Show me the money, I love that line. Show me the money, or you had me at hello. I mean, great stuff. What's your favorite movies that kind of build? Or the what's the other one? The Mad Men. Mad Men has so many good stuff, so many good things. We showed some of those 2 weeks ago on our Monday group call. Oh, good stuff. What's your favorite movie? Any favorite movies that
even some of the westerns, like Unforgiven, and everybody. It's just there's some great, I mean, they're not really, they're kind of selling. They're not selling but they're selling something. And one of the scenes from that movie, when Clint walks in at the end, and most of you, maybe most of you have seen that movie, but he walks in at the end, and the guy, he said, "I'm here, I'm here to kill you." And he said, "Why?" He said, "For decorating your saloon with my friend." he gave him a reason, So I know, I don't know if you guys have seen, have the other people, have Todd or Jason or
Anything
Jose,
from-
have you seen that movie?
Anything from Clint Eastwood
Yeah.
is excellent.
But yeah, he gave him a reason. He's like, well, what's, I forget what he said, but he said, I'm here to kill you for decorating your saloon with my friend. That's what, and of course, if you've seen, the rest, Clint always takes care of business in the end, righteously,
He hits those core qualities, Did you ever watch the old spaghetti westerns with Clint Eastwood?
Yeah.
What's the one where they hang him, but he doesn't die? He's
Hang him high.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Hang him high. And you know what? Remember High Plains Drifter?
Okay, and the good, the bad. No, that was that the good, the bad, the ugly? Was that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But High Plains Drifter, he rides into this town, and he paints over the sign and renames it Hell, and he goes to just correct all the wrong that is in this town. He writes all the wrongs basically, and if it means taking out evil in the human form, he does that too. He cleans house.
Don't you love movies? No special effects, nothing, no lasers or anything like that. Just good actors, good script.
Yeah.
Is there anything? Is there anything better than The Treasure of Sierra Madre or Casablanca?
Yeah. Oh.
Anything with Bogart?
Yeah.
Genius. Anything with Bogart, just so good.
Here's to you, kid.
Just looking at you, kid. Play it again, Sam. You know the song.
Kid.
You know the song. Just great stuff.
Yeah, and even Clark Gable. Clark Gable.
Clark Gable, good stuff. All the good stuff. So I love watching business movies. I did Wall Street 1, 2, and 3. Good stuff there. I don't know, it motivates me.
Yeah.
What you guys?
I gotta start rewatching some of these. All the ones you just mentioned. Yeah, just have to. It's been a while since I.
And the
I'm gonna look up Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire. I've seen that 10 times. That's one of my favorites. 2 greatest movies ever made. Bill Murray, Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
And of course, do I even need to say it? The Big Lebowski.
Absolutely. Gotta love Jeff Bridges.
Oh, Jeff Bridges is great. Did you ever see Starman?
Yeah.
No. I can't remember it, but I remember the title. But no, I didn't. I don't remember seeing that movie.
I think it is one of the best underrated science fiction movies ever made.
I'm gonna put it on my list. I'm literally putting it on my list right now.
It's called Starman. And he's a much younger Jeff Bridges.
Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely. Todd, favorite movie?
Well, sticking. I hate to say this, because it's a little raunchy, but the Wolf on Wall Street or Wolf of Wall Street.
I love that movie. That is not.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
But it's not a chick flick.
Right.
No.
Right.
No, definitely not.
But it was kind of. It was. Yeah. It was. I agree. It was kind of.
Todd, sell me this pencil.
Claude, what do you use to write with?
I write orders all day long, usually with a pencil.
With a pencil. I'm glad you said that. Guess what? I have a pencil, a special pencil.
I need a pencil.
Outstanding. I got one right here. It feels great in your hand. And guess what? I'm willing to make you a deal.
There you go. You remember in The Wolf of Wall Street what he does? He says, "Hey, write me down your phone number. I want to do business with you. I don't have anything to write with."
Yeah.
Always about supply and demand, isn't it?
Yep.
Wolf of Wall Street is a great movie. Belford, help me out. Jordan Belfort.
Yeah.
Jordan Belfort. Yeah.
Yeah. He was a hell of a sales guy, but he got a little Here's the thing about sales before we go. I have to go. The things I teach about persuasion and influence, the psychology of human behavior, how to positively manipulate people. In the wrong hands, for an evil intentioned person, it can be evil.
Right.
It can be
Yeah.
it can be totally. Do we watch on the news all the time about people who are
Yeah.
ripped off,
Yeah.
taken
Yeah,
advantage of, and everything?
Yeah, on all different levels. Yeah.
How did and I always ask, and we watch at home or at dinner table, we say, why did they do that? How could they be
Right.
so, And
Right.
there's people who are such good manipulators. And they talk about the thing. I don't want to take anything I want to solve people's problems. I want to be their doctor of real estate. I want to help them and do business honestly and ethically. And I think I'm entitled to be compensated. But there are people out there who know the same science and art. It's an art form also of getting people to, give up things without any thought process, total emotion. It's very scary.
Madoff.
Bernie Madoff.
Right.
Look at what happened to Germany, World War
Right.
II.
Look at the control that asshole had over.
So
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah,
Germany,
obviously.
Germany, a modern country with a constitution, with a court system, with great music and literature, and the whole country went over to this dark side.
Right.
Because one man gave great speeches, and he had a wonderful propaganda minister, Goebbels, who used movies, and he hired an American to make these great propaganda films.
Right.
And he used the media back in the 30s. He was using films and media to control populations of people. Fascinating stuff.
And he had all these henchmen, and he had countless henchmen to, only,
Followers.
yeah.
Well, how do you get nice, decent, wouldn't hurt a fly people? How do you get them to do something that they would consider in a normal situation abhorrent?
Right.
Okay. Same in sales. Sales can be a force for good. Using techniques of persuasion, because you do business, you have good value, and you want to help people. And you can, when you learn these specific skills. See, 99% of people who get in some kind of sales business think it's just throwing stuff against the wall. A lot of facts and figures. It's not. It's about getting the EQ, the emotional quotient. You get somebody emotional, you're getting to a yes, maybe in the first phone call. I see it happen all the time in my business. Can you imagine doing a real estate deal and closing someone, getting a commitment, or at the least getting an appointment in one phone call because you use the right words the right way? It's so powerful. It's a last word on this, guys. It's the $1 million skill, as I always say.
$1 million skill.
Yeah. Hey,
Love it.
Thanks
you
for your wisdom today.
Oh, no,
Thank
thank you for joining us. This is fun,
Salud.
Salud. Thank you so much.
Salud. Have a good, safe weekend, everybody. Make some money, have some fun.
Thanks. Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining, guys. And everybody
Bye,
else
guys.
listening out there, I do answer my own phone, 970-281-5151. Give me a call. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care, guys.
Y'all
care,
y'all
guys.
enjoy.